everyone, I am Anna Cristina and I am here with my review for the movie Mortal Kombat. Okay, so to preface this a little bit, I am not a person that is a super fan of Mortal Kombat. Like, it's not that I don't like it, I played it when I was young for a little bit with my cousins, but I haven't really played it since. I do know what it is and I know some stuff because it's such a part of pop culture nowadays. So I just wanted to say this so you kind of see where I'm coming from on this review. And just to talk a little bit about what it's about, this movie is about a tournament between different realms, especially the Earth realm or Earth world and the other, our world, which is basically good and evil. And each realm has its champions. They're picked by legacy or they're picked by other methods. It doesn't really matter. You just have all of these champions, and obviously that's kind of how you get all of your characters together, and they're all getting ready for the Mortal Kombat. And it's kind of that, this whole battle between different realms. Yeah, I just have to admit that I thought this movie was a lot better than I expected. I had a lot of fun. I was not lost. At the beginning, I thought I'd be a little bit lost because I used to see the trailers and I was just I'm not really sure what's happening. I just see people fighting. I hope there's an actual story here. And there was a pretty cohesive story. It wasn't the greatest story of all time or anything like that, but I thought it had a beginning, middle, and end, a good points, a good arc that it did go a little bit fast, I have to admit, but it was enough to be cohesive, entertaining, coherent, enough to understand what was happening. Because sometimes some of these movies, especially video game movies, I feel are just so all over the place. They I don't know, it's so hard to, I guess it's been so hard for Hollywood to do adaptations of video games in movies because a lot of the times you just completely fail. And I thought this was a pretty decent one. I thought I had a lot of fun while I was watching it. I like I said, I do know some stuff. I did know who Sub-Zero was or Sonya Blade and characters like that. I did appreciate the Easter eggs that I noticed and stuff like that. Obviously, if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, you notice a lot more. I did go to the theater to see this. So I was with some friends that are fans of Mortal Kombat, and whenever they got extra excited, I just got super excited because I realized that something was happening. that was part of the thing, and they would explain it. It was very fun, honestly, a very fun experience to see Mortal Kombat in theaters. So, but yeah, let's say obviously this movie is rated R. It's very violent, but I do think it was the right decision. It's part of the essence of the game. It has always been a violent game, and it's a combat, a martial arts. It's a war game, so it made sense to have it be a little bit more violent, a little bit more visually extreme, to say it like that. Some of these things were there were some of them that I was just I did have to turn my head once, and my friend was I'll let you know when it's done. But I do think it was the right decision for this type of movie, especially for the fans of the game, that they do. If you're a fan of the game, you already know the violent nature of it. So it makes sense for the movie to still have that part. But yeah, okay. So in general, I really, really enjoyed it. I do think that some stuff were kind of easy to fix, but again, you only have so much time to tell. In this one movie, I do think that it's the beginning of maybe a whole expansion of this Mortal Kombat movies, the way that it ended, obviously, but because it spends a lot of time explaining the world at the beginning and who are all of these characters, which makes sense for the people like me that don't know anything. And so they created this main character. His name is Cole, and he is an original character for the movie. He is basically there to represent the audience. So they have an organic way to explain this world to the people, which makes sense. I do have to admit that Cole as a character is not very compelling. He's the least exciting of all of them. But yeah, I think overall the acting was alright. It wasn't like, it wasn't bad. It was decent. It was just kind of what you, actually, it's better from what you expect normal video game movies to have. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was pretty decent acting overall. But yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun while I was watching it. I recommend to, like, if you haven't seen it, because you're maybe like me that don't really know anything about the games and you think you're going to be lost or you're not going to be able to appreciate it or anything like that, I do recommend watching it. I also recommend watching it with people in general. Like, if they know about the world, even better. But if they don't, like, it's the same, because it's a fun visual experience too, because the special effects, I thought they were pretty cool. And there's just so much happening, especially at the third act of the movie, so much happening, and that it's fun to just like watch it with people around you. So yeah, I definitely recommend watching it. I thought it was pretty fun. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the movie, and if there's a second one, what would you like to see in the second movie? I know they left it like in that way that there's a character that's potentially coming in, and I've been hearing some rumors about people that might be playing him. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, I think it'd be awesome. But yeah, like, let me know what you thought of the movie. Who was your favorite character, or what would you like to see in the sequel? Anything like that. What part of, like, which Easter egg you thought it was the most fun? Because I know there were a lot of them that, like I said, my friends were just very excited, and some of them that I understood. So yeah, you can also find me all over social media. You have all the information down in the description below, and I have a Patreon, guys, that if you want to know more about it, that link is also on the description, so go check it out if that's something that you are interested in. But yeah, see you next time. Bye.